Chapter 40, A Surprising Visit. Hi everybody, welcome back. That disco episode was awesome. Totally worth the wait. I hope this means disco will appear more in the show. Okay, the votes are in. 11 people want Pony News, while 2 don't. I think we have an obvious winner. Pony News will be shown at the end of the chapter. No, there may not be any news to tell. I had to change some of the lyrics in the song so they make sense for the story, but enjoy the chapter anyway. Warning, long chapter. It's been a week since Luna gave me my magic helmet. Twi's been teaching me how to use my magic like a real unicorn. All the while, our wedding day was only a few days away. Every one of our friends was preparing for it. Applejack was gathering ingredients to make the food. Fluttershy was helping the birds practice the music. Rarity was finally done Twilight's dress. Pinkie was getting all the decorations ready for reception. She got most of the decorations from under her bed. And Rainbow Dash was... well, I don't really know what Rainbow Dash was gonna do at the wedding, but I bet it would be awesome. Anyway, tonight was a special night. It was the night of the Moon Festival, the one night in the year where everyone celebrates Luna's return to the throne after Twilight and the others stopped her with the Elements of Harmony. The mayor asked me if I could play at the festival tonight with my band, the Bronies. I mentioned I didn't know any songs that involved the moon or something like that, but she said I didn't have to. It could be about whatever. After hearing this, I decided to accept her offer and we'd play at the festival. Although, I was shocked to hear that Luna wasn't going to come to the celebration. Twilight then told me that Luna was going to celebrate, but she'd be in Cadillac with Celestia. I was sad that Luna was going to spend time with Celestia for a bit. Figured she'd seen enough of me for a lifetime. But today wasn't only to celebrate Luna's return. This was also the same day when Twilight became friends with the rest of the main six and stayed in Ponyville. It was kind of like their own personal anniversary. Ponyville Park. It was a sunny day in Ponyville. Me, Twilight, and Spike were in the park after leaving Jeff and Pee-wee in charge of the library. Twilight brought me here so I could have more room to practice my magic. I was wearing the horned helmet while Spike had a green leaf in front of me. I glanced and tried to cast a spell that would change the leaf's color to brown. Twilight sat on the grass as she watched me try to perform a spell. Come on, Matt. I performed the spell easily the first time I did it. Can't be that hard for you, she said. You're a unicorn. This kind of stuff is supposed to be easy for you, I said between grunts. Twilight just rolled her eyes before she continued to watch us. I continued to grunt hard before my crystal horn finally began to glow green. Spike cut the leaf out as far as he could, avoid being infected by the spell's effects. As my horn grew brighter, the leaf in Spike's fingers began to glow green too. The leaf's color began to change from green to a darker color. You're almost there, Matt. Keep it up, Twilight said as she kept her eyes on the leaf. The leaf began to change from a dark green to a dark brown. The brown color slowly became brighter as I tried as hard as I could to keep the spell going. Until finally, the leaf's color was now light brown. I stopped focusing on the spell and let myself relax a bit. I sat down on the grass as I breathed deeply. Performing spells is a lot harder than Twilight and the other unicorns made it look. Twilight looked at the leaf before he looked at me with a large smile. You did it, he cheered. Twilight then came over to me while hovering a bottle of water beside her. She hovered the bottle up to me and I grabbed it with my hoof. Thanks, Twilight, I said before I drank some of the water from the bottle. Twilight gave me a proud smile. You're doing really well, Matt. 4 different spells performed in one day is impressive. You may even become as powerful as me someday, she said. I took the bottle head out of my mouth and swallowed the last bit of water before I looked at her. I wouldn't say that. There's no way I can learn as much as you. You're the magic queen, I said. Twilight smiled and blushed. Well, I'm not that good. I still have a bit to learn myself, you know, she said. I then stood up out the grass and gave her a kind smile. I think you're that good, I said. Twilight gave me a sweet smile. Oh, thanks, Matt. Spike just watched with narrow eyes as Twilight and I smiled sweetly at each other. He cleared his throat, which none of us have a love trance. We turned our heads to face him. Now that I have your attention, Spike said before he picked his clipboard up off the ground and looked at it. It took you full 8 minutes to perform that last spell. It took 2 minutes longer than Twilight when she first learned that spell, Spike stated. Twilight had a small gasp before she looked at me with a proud smile. 2 minutes longer. Not bad for someone who's never used magic before, she said. I smiled back. I guess so. A little more practice and maybe I'll be able to do it in less than 8 minutes, I said. Twilight nodded. Yeah, now I think we should start the lesson here. You have a lot to prepare for tonight, she said. Twilight, it's only 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You have hours to prepare, I said. Still, it's better than leaving everything to the last minute, Twilight said. Yeah, you're probably right. As usual. Besides, I don't really like leaving Jeff and Pee-wee alone in the library, I said. Twilight raised her eyebrow. Why? Do you worry about them? She asked. I shook my head. No, I worry about the library. Seriously, you can't leave those birds alone for 1 second, I said. Twilight smiled with amusement as she shook her head. Come on, you. Let's go home. We still need to send a letter to this coach to ask if he can come down for tonight, she said. Yeah, we do. Let me just send my helmet away and we'll go, I said before Twilight nodded and took a few steps back. With that, I focused my mind on my helmet before it started to glow. My helmet didn't disappear in a flash of light. It's been getting easy to do that lately. I don't even need to close my eyes anymore. Once the helmet was gone, I looked over to Twilight. Okay, let's go, I said. Twilight then came close to me before we started to walk side by side with my wing wrapped around her. Come on, little bro. Coming, Spike called as he started to follow as we headed back to the library. Library. After we returned to the library and eating our dinner, we sent a letter to Discord up in Canterlot. It didn't take long for him to send a letter back. We were glad that he was free to come down tonight. Me and Ty were now in the living room. Ty was helping me to pick a new spell to learn by showing her my favorite spell book. We both sat on a cushion while Twilight held her spell book in front of us. We had to pick a spell that wasn't too hard for me to perform. I think we should work on this life teleportation spell for your next lesson. We don't want you to teleport yourself someplace far away. Oh, or we could try a repairing spell. That way you'll be able to fix this that get broken, Twilight suggested. I looked at her and gave her a small smile. I guess we could try that. It could come in handy someday, I said before I looked back in the book and noticed a spell that caught my interest. Hey, what's this one do? I asked her, pointing my hood at the sentence in the book. Twilight looked at the sentence before she looked at me again with a frightened look. Matt, that's not a spell for a beginner. That's a pyro spell. Not only does it let you set things on fire, but it lets you shoot fire from your horn. It's very dangerous. Even I don't know that one, she stated. I could see that she was growing concerned, so I decided to take things easy for her. Okay, don't worry. We'll skip that one and go with that repairing spell you mentioned a minute ago, I said softly. Twilight gave me a sweet smile. Thanks. We'll do it tomorrow. But right now, we need to think over what you're going to do at the Moon Festival tonight, she said. I waved my hoof. Don't worry, I have everything under control. Me and the guys have been practicing some songs over the last few weeks, and I know what we're going to play tonight, I stated. Are you still going to come with me to Chicky Cube Corner to celebrate the anniversary of my friends with the girls? Twilight asked with a hopeful smile. I smiled back. Of course I am. Why would I miss out on something like that? I said kindly. Twilight smiled. Thanks, Matt. That means a lot. I gave her a sweet smile. Hey, you know I'd do anything to make you happy, right? I said. Twilight nodded. Yeah, but you know you don't have to, right? She asked. It's not a case of having to. It's a case of wanting to, I answered with a warm smile. We smiled warmly as we looked in each other's eyes. We saw he leaned close and be prepared to kiss. But before we could, we heard a loud knock on the front door and we pulled away from each other. We looked over to the door before we heard another loud knock. I rolled my eyes. Probably Pinky with an early surprise for our wedding, I said before I walked towards the door. As I did, there was another loud knock. Whoever it was really wanted to come in. Alright, I'm coming, I called as I got close to the door. Spike, Jeff, and Pee-wee then came into the room in the kitchen. What's with all the knocking and yelling? Jeff asked in an irritated tone. I stopped and turned my head around to face Jeff. I'm just about to find that out, I said. Just then there was another loud knock, and I turned my attention back to the door. The knocking was starting to irritate me as well. I grabbed the doorknob with one hook before I put the door open. Yes, I asked in a slightly low tone before I went at what I saw. Two other guards stood before me. They were both Pegasi and they each had a firm look on their faces. I saw the looks and gulped hard. Guards just saw the guards and took a look of worry and a look of worry came on his face. He quickly looked at Pee-wee. Pee-wee, go up to look on the man in Ty's bed. You see a small brown bag. Get rid of it, he said. Pee-wee gave me a confused look. Why? He asked. Don't ask questions, just do it, Jeff said in a louder tone. Pee-wee did as he said and quickly flew upstairs. Meanwhile, I just stood in the guard's glare. I didn't remember how rudely I answered the door and left nervously. I mean, how can I help you? I asked. Matthew and Twilight Sparkle, when the guard said. Was you her name? Twilight came up to us and stood beside me. Yeah, that's us. I'm sorry to say this, but you're both under arrest, the other guard says firmly. Me and Ty were more than shocked to hear this. What did we do? Why were we being arrested? Jeff heard this and became more worried. He then looked over the stairs. Bowie, hurry up and get rid of that bag! He yelled up the stairs. I was too shocked while Ty was the first to react. Under arrest? But what are the charges? She asked. Just then, the two guards stepped apart to refute a third guard. Only this one looked different from the others. He looked down at Twilight and smirked. For not introducing me to your future husband, he said. The moment Twilight saw him, she smiled largely. Shiny armor, she said with joy before she and the guard shared a big hug. This shiny armor guy was a unicorn. He looked as big as Big Macintosh. He had a white coat, his mane and tail were dark blue with a light blue streak going through them, like how Twilight has a pink streak on her mane and tail. His armor also looked different from the guard's armor. The color of his armor had more purple than gold. There was also a crescent chested area of his armor. It looked like a shield with a star in the middle of it. The star resembled Twilight's cutie marked star. Twilight, have you been? Shiny armor asked before he and Twilight broke the hug. Twilight kept her large smile as she looked up at him. I mean, great. How come you didn't tell me you were coming? She asked. What? I missed a chance to see the look on your face when you thought you were being arrested? Not a chance. Shiny armor said with a smile before he chuckled. Twilight smiled with amusement. You always knew how to play jokes like that, she said. I kept my eyes on a pair of them as Spike Roar approached me. Shining armor, he said with a large smile. Shining armor looked down at him and smiled. Spike, how have you been, little dude? He said as he and Spike shared a small hug. Spike broke the hug and looked up at him. I've been great, thanks, he said. I was more than confused by this. Who was this guy? How does Twilight know him so well? Was he an ex-boyfriend from Canterlot? As I thought this, I slightly became worried. It soon became too much better and I had to find out the truth. I then stepped forward and cleared my throat. I hate to spoil this obvious reunion, but who exactly are you? I asked Shining Armor. Before I could answer, Twilight spoke. Oh, that's right, you've never met before. Matt, this is my big brother, Shining Armor, she said. I looked at him with surprise. Shining Armor waved his hoof at me. Ah, you must be Matthew. Twilight told me a lot about you in her letters. You seem like a cool guy, he said before he held his hoof out to me. I was still in surprise and shocked as I took his hoof in mine and shook it up and down. Twilight has a brother? How come she never told me? I dimly Shining Armor's hoof and turned my head to face Twilight. Wait, so he's your older brother? I asked. Twilight nodded. Yeah, he's my BBBFF, she stated. I cocked my head as I looked at her with confusion. Twilight rolled her eyes. Big brother, best friends forever, she said. I didn't realize what she meant. Oh, right, now I get ya, I said before a thought crossed my mind. Wait, if he's your big best brother, whatever, how come you've never mentioned him before? I asked. Shining Armor looked at Twilight with a raised eyebrow. You've never mentioned me to him? He asked. Twilight clearly looked back up to Shining Armor. Of course I have. I've mentioned you loads of times, she said before she looked at me again. Remember last week when I told you I was going to give him an invitation to our wedding? Twilight asked. I rubbed my chin with my hoof as I thought back to that day. Flashback, library. Me and Piggy were each sitting by one side of the table looking down at the chessboard in front of us. I was trying to think of my next move. My mind was so focused on the game that I didn't know Twilight poked her head through the door. Man, I'm going up to town to see my brother. I'm going to give an invitation to our wedding, she said. I didn't pay much attention to what she said, but I answered anyway. That's good, sweetheart. You do that, I said while continuing to stare down at the chessboard. Okay, I'll be back later, Twilight said before she walked away from the door and closed it behind her. I then finally chose which piece to move and I moved it. What'd she say? Pee-wee asked while also staring at this board. I don't know, something about seeing her mother or something, I said as we both continued to play the game. Flashback over. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, I said before I placed my hook back down on the floor. Twilight then looked at Shining Armor. Anyway, what are you doing here? Don't you have important business to do back at the castle? She asked. I raised my eyebrows and looked at Shiomer. You work at the castle? What do you do? Are you a guard? I asked. Shiomer shrugged again. Close, but no. You're looking at the Captain and Princess Celestia's royal guards, he said with pride. I was once again surprised when I heard that. You're the captain of the guards? I asked in a surprised tone. Shiomer nodded. I then shook off my surprise before I spoke. Whoa, that's way cool. What's it like? I asked with interest. I'll tell you this. It's not as easy as you think. I have to make sure my troops are doing everything right or else the blame falls on me. I have to go on long trips around Equestria, and I barely have any time to visit my family because of my duties. So, in shorter words, it's a rough ride, Shiomer stated. My ears lowered slightly after hearing this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, I said. Shiomer smiled at himself. It's okay. It was my dream to become a guard in the first place. Guess I was better than I thought, he said. Twilight then spoke. But that's just the thing. What are you doing here if you're supposed to be doing your duties as captain of the guards? She asked. Shiomer looked down at her. Princess Celestia let me have the day off so I could celebrate the Moon Festival. I decided to celebrate here with you guys. I figured it's finally time to meet my future brother-in-law and see what he's like, he said. But if you're the captain of the guards, where were you when Thorn took over the castle? I asked curiously. Remember when I said my duties make me travel around Equestria? Well, I've been spending the last few months in one of the 5 kings in Equestria. Cryo Village. Due to its small defenses, the princess assigned me to travel there once or twice a year to help protect the village's only ruler. I just got back a few weeks ago, Shiomer explained. So you weren't here that whole time? I asked. Shiomer nodded. Yeah, but Princess Celeste told me about what happened. She told me about Dawn striking Princess Luna's castle. She even told me what happened to Captain Midnight gave. I still can't believe he's really gone. He said with his ears down. Did you know him? I asked curiously. Yeah, we trained together before we became guards. He was a close friend of mine, Shiomer said with a slight sadness. He died trying to protect Princess Luna. He said so himself before he died. Twilight said, trying to make him feel a little better. Shiomer turned his head to face Twilight. I know. He died with honor, and we should respect that, he said before he turned his attention back to me. I also know that Thorn is dead now, and that it was you who beat him. I only wish I was there when you did. I would have made that lowlife pay, Shiomer said with a look of anger in his eyes. Shining armor, Twilight said loudly. She sounded shocked at her brother's tone. Shiomer shook off his anger and looked at Twilight. Sorry, Twilight. I just get upset when I think about it. It makes me wonder if I could have done anything to prevent it, you know? He asked. Twilight got closer to him and placed her hoof on his shoulder. There was nothing you could have done. Even Princess Celestia didn't know about it until it was too late, she stated. I know, Twilight. Midnight was good, but I guess Dawn was better, Shiomer said. I saw the sentence aside before I stepped forward. Look, let's calm down a bit. That was a dark night for all of us. Let's not talk about it and enjoy today. We don't want to be upset before the festival, I said, trying to change the subject. Shiomer didn't manage to make a small smile on his face as he looked at me. You're right, Matt. What's done is done, and we can't change that no matter how much we mope about it. So to change the subject, what are you two up to before the festival starts? He asked in a more cheery tone. We were just getting ready to meet our friends at Chiku Corner. You can join us if you like, Twilight said, hoping he'd agree. Shiomer then shrugged. Fine with me. I've wanted to meet your friends for a while now anyway, he said before he turned his head around and faced the 2 guards behind him. You two can go now. I'll take things from here, he said. When the guards nodded. Yes, sir, he said before the guards turned around and walked away. They both then took off in the sky and flew back up towards the Canterlot. Shiomer then turned his attention back to us. So, how long before we go to meet your friends? He asked. Not long. We just need to take care of some stuff before we go. Come on in, Twilight said kindly. She stepped outside to let him pass. Shiomer smiled at her. Thanks, Twilight, he said before he walked past us into the library. Twilight then closed the front door before we looked at each other. Somebody you had there. That whole thing with the guard's hat really had me worried, I said. Twilight smirked. I know. I thought I saw your photo when they said we were under arrest, she said before she giggled slightly. I blushed at this. Well, it wasn't my fault. How did you feel when that guy said that? I asked. Twilight kept her amused smile as she rolled her eyes. Scaredy pony, she said before she followed Shiomer. Hey, you're talking to the element of bravery here. I called as she walked further away from me. Says the one who's scared of needles. Twice said she and Shiny walked in a different room. You said you would bring that up again, I called before I followed them into the other room. Meanwhile, Jeff was still watching us with a confused look on his face. Wait, so we're not being arrested? He asked out loud. At that moment, Pee-wee walked over to him while carrying a brown bag in his wings. I found the bag, Jeff. Now what? He asked. Jeff turned his head to face him before giving Pee-wee a firm look. What are you doing with that? Give me that, he said as he snatched the bag from Pee-wee's wings and flowed towards the stairs with the bag in his talons. Pee-wee watched him with confusion. Was it something I said? He asked himself. Later, Ponyville streets. With everything set in the library, we were now on our way towards Sugar Pea Corner made up with the rest of the main six. Spike, Jeff, and Pee-wee had come along for the trip. Spike was walking beside me while Jeff and Pee-wee were riding on my back. Shiny Armor has left Kevin Armor back in the library, so now he looked like a regular pony. On the way, Twilight was telling Shiny all about her friends without missing a single scrap of info. She mentioned Rarity's love for fashion, Ramdash's need for speed, and Applejack's respect for her farm. I just walked beside Twilight. She kept going on about what she did after she moved here. She even mentioned some of the things we did together before I proposed to her at the gala. Sharon paid full attention to her, hearing every word she said. Clearly, he was interested in what Twilight had done while in Ponyville. It was so long before we finally arrived at Sugar Pea Corner. We walked out the door to see a sign that said the words closed on it. Me and Twilight were slightly confused before I knocked on the door with my hoof. After a few seconds, the door opened to few Pinkie Pie and she smiled at us. Twilight, Manny, I'm super glad you could come, she cheered. Twilight smiled at her. Of course. We came. It's our friendship anniversary. I wouldn't miss this, she stated. Oh yeah, silly me. Anyway, come on and join the party, Pinkie Pie said before she hopped away from the door. I'm guessing that was Pinkie Pie, Shiny Arm said with an amused smile. Twilight turned her head to face him. Yep, don't worry, she doesn't bite, she joked. Shiny Arm chuckled at that before we all entered Sugar Pea Corner and closed the door behind us.